All right, so when you're signing into Google for the first time, there's a few different ways to do it depending on what your school board's providing you. The main way to sign into any Google account would be to go to Google and click on the top right sign in button. Now, it's easy enough. If you have a sign in, you put your email address in and away you go. If you don't, you're going to click create account. I will just create one that's pretty basic. Mr. Shaw, we'll put the school address. I'll throw in a password here really quick. Your password needs to be a combination of letters, numbers, and symbols. I would just use your typical password for whatever your school is, but a lot of people like to keep it safe. As long as you're keeping it with your school stuff, it could be the same password. Click next. Sure, I'll save my password. It's going to ask you for some optional stuff here. Phone number, recovery email, your birth date. We'll just be born on the 1st of March here, 1985. Why not? It asks for your gender. It says whether or not, why they need this information. You obviously don't need to put that. You can do not disclose, custom, rather not say. Go through. Here's their privacy terms, which are pretty standard. You can read through them if you feel it necessary, but most school boards are offering this. And now I'm in. So I've signed into my Google account. Now you're like, whoa, I just look like I'm back at Google. If you click up here on this waffle looking thing, a whole bunch of stuff is available to you. So I would say the main thing that we're going to look at right now is Drive and Gmail. But let's start with Drive. Okay, this is our main, the main reason that you'd want to sign in. You want to be able to access your Drive. Now, right off the bat, Google's going to give you 15 free gigabytes for anything that you want to upload to your Drive. They give you this little getting started template, which just kind of shows you the stuff that they're going to give you. Seamlessly sync things, store safely, access anywhere, share easily. Awesome. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with this. We'll get into more detail later, but I think the important things are to realize that the Drive is a great way to organize any documents. So let's say I wanted to start a new course, or I wanted to organize a course. We'll call it course 1. All I have to do, and all I've done there, is I've gone up here, I've clicked new, clicked file, and created course 1. If I want to create another course 2. There's course 2. It's going to organize them in this kind of fashion. If I don't like that and I want a list, click a list and up goes the list. The nice thing about the list is it puts all your folders at the top and all of your other documents and things at the bottom. So if I were to create a document, we'll just call this document. And we're going to show how to make documents in another slide or another video. But if I just kind of throw some stuff on there, the nice thing about documents, if you click up here, it automatically will save it. And the great thing about that document is it's saved right to my Drive. It says untitled right now. We just got to give it a second to, there we go. So it's saved as that file. Now, if I go into course 1, I can then create folders within course 1, unit 1. Now the reason I'm showing you this in unit 1, let's create another folder, assignments. All I'm doing is I keep clicking this plus, and then whatever I want to do, I just do that operation. To get all the way back to your Drive, there's numerous different ways to do it. You can kind of go back on this little guide at the top. You can click on the side here, it'll take you right back. Now let's say I want to move this file that I just created into that assignments folder. Well, you can go here, click on course and slide it in there, and then open up that course, slide it into unit 1, slide it back into assignments. Or if I go up to my Drive, all of the folders that are in my Drive will then kind of slide down. If I click on that, that'll slide down, and now if I click on assignments, there's that assignment that I've created. So it's a quick way to be able to organize your folders.